Hey, dude, check this out.
What?
What song is this?
Oh, dude, I know that. That's Cinema by Skrillex.
You guessed it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I am Azata, your host this week. I'm with Runestrike. Wow, who's actually in frame at the start of recording. Oh, oh, spooked him. Careful, we spooked him. Runestrike, hey, it's time for the show, buddy.
Oh, you scared me. Didn't even know you were on there.
All right.
It's not every day you see someone's face appear on your desktop.
What? Oh, just magically. It's podcast
it's like,
time.
There he is.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
Oh, okay. Just warn me next time. Be like, hey, and say something.
All right. So this week I wanted to talk about kind of like do a bookmark episode. I thought would be really cool. We'll talk about our experience in something at this moment in time. Use this episode kind of as a thing to look back on in a few months to a year or whatever. Kind of see where we were and everything we've learned. You okay there?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. Are you haunted by ghosts? Yeah.
Probably.
So what I was thinking is we'll talk about our experience in releasing music onto streaming platforms and stuff, because I have at least 3 tracks that I've released on like Spotify and iTunes and stuff. And I know you have some music as well, so I thought that'd be a cool time to chat about it and our experience, and then in a few months look back and see what changed.
Well, you are right. I do have some music.
You do.
I do.
Well, the first stuff I know
opened Ableton.
that at least
For no good reason.
something that I know you and I were both part of is a album, like, was that like 2 years ago? A year ago?
It is close to 2 years ago, I'd say.
It was through a small label called Black Dolphin. You and I released our songs on a Grim Grin album for Halloween.
Yep.
And so that was the first time I had ever released anything besides through SoundCloud. And it was very interesting working with a small label like that. I wasn't really part of seeing the process of it getting put on anything, so I'm not quite sure what they were using, like DistroKid, Level, whatever. I just know it got put up on Spotify, and then that was it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like magic that happened, and all of a sudden, hey, it's distributed.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that's fun. Speaking of, this is also a little side tangent that I want to talk about, is small little labels like that seem to be something that musicians, at least of our level or smaller, like, we're not very big, but whatever, like small guys run into a lot, are either small little labels or quote unquote labels, which would be like YouTube channels. I think I was hit up just 2 or 3 weeks ago by some kid on Facebook who runs some YouTube channel, and it was like, do you want to be part of the label? It was like, I think a lot of people are just misusing the word label.
Yeah.
It's like, that's like an actual like business thing. And it can be very confusing. I understand you're running like a promotional channel is different than a label. Like, you're just there to promote. A label is there to take your music, post it, but also promote it and help you grow potentially.
Invest in the artist.
Invest
things
in
like
that. I think like we also, if you go through a label, you don't always walk away with all the rights to your music.
That's a fact.
Which is something, so I can't do whatever I want with that song anymore unless if I remix it in any way, that version I can do something with. The original, I can't.
Yeah. And that's something that really bothers me with that. It's like, you find a song that you really like, and then you don't really want to send it off to a label to have all the rights taken away from you for something that you created. It just really bothers me for some reason.
Yeah, not unless that's something like, if that's what you want to do, that's an option, I guess, but it's not necessarily something that's needed anymore. I now have 2 other songs that I've released on my own and have made 2 cents. I have made 2 pennies in the
Dang.
last like 2 months. So like you can do this by yourself. It's all just the marketing is all on you instead of on the label.
Yeah, and I think the individual does better advertising than the label does half the time.
Yeah, definitely could be. The label we went through didn't really have much to offer. They
No,
like
we kinda
posted
got,
about
like,
it
a-
once.
Yeah, we got like, here's a tweet. Have a nice day. We'll keep all your money.
Yeah, they were kind of nice, but yeah, I don't know. So just be careful of little labels like that. And yeah, you can do this all on your own. Like,
Yeah, I noticed like when you're a small artist, like everyone's out to get you. Like it's kind of weird. It's almost like a hunting ground, and the little producers are the prey. You have to navigate your way through, and even the big producers can get caught, I guess. They can get caught up in these legal things, which they lose all their money and all the rights to their songs, so they lose everything. They have to start from scratch. It really sucks in the music industry. It's just like this constant trying to rip people off horribly. Don't know what's with that.
it sucks. Excuse me. So after that, the next thing I tried, we were told by Jantzen, was about Level. We got in through one of his links. Thank you, Jantzen. You're amazing. Link to his stuff down in the description. And he's a really good friend of ours. And he got us into Level during the beta, and we released a song through that. Which I like it. I'm using DistroKid more now, but talk about that in a little bit. The thing with this is I'm looking at its analytics page and sales stuff right now, and everything's pretty clear, and I didn't have to pay extra to get access to any of the stats to this. And it tells me in August I made 2 cents. Fantastic. And then I have an analytics page. It'll tell me my top performing songs, where they're streamed from, my number 1 track with the most activity, and where these streams are coming from, which is super dope. Yeah, what was your experience? Because you've also used Level. What was your experience with
It seemed
that?
it seemed like it took forever for him to get back at me, and I don't want to gripe too much, but it was kind of cool when they actually got it out there. They actually did a good job putting it on different platforms, but man, it really sucks when they're like, okay, we'll review this, and like 2 weeks later they say, oh, we don't like your name, so change that, and then you have to send it back into them for another 2 weeks, and then they may not like your name again, for the track, and then they'll do it again. It's like, that kind of sucks.
That would suck. I did not run into that personally, but
Yeah.
that would suck. So I think it took about 2 weeks for mine to go through, but that is also, I've been told, which, next time we talk about this, we'll obviously have more experience, but from this point, I've been told that it can take longer with some of your first releases to get things set up.
That makes sense because they'd have to set up all this different stuff for your profile on different accounts. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to gripe on them too much. Just kind of sucks to wait 2 weeks for them to, no, we don't like that, redo this, then that'd be a major downfall for me.
That would be.
Because I'm impatient. I want my music out now.
Impatient. That is the killer of the game, isn't it?
That's a
what
fact.
gets you every time. Everybody play for the long game. Okay, so another one I want to move on to that I just started using because I know that they put everything on TikTok, which I do need to compare. I'm also using this to compare Level versus DistroKid and see the differences. DistroKid, I know, puts stuff on TikTok, and I can easily see where they have everything. I put Sweet Dreams through them, and it took about a week before I got the email that it was up on everything. They had to process, make sure the art was okay, make sure the single and everything was okay. It's up on Amazon Music, Angami, Apple Music, MediaNet, Deezer, Instagram and Facebook. You can now use Sweet Dreams in your Instagram and Facebook stories.
Hey.
It's up on Google Play. It's also usable on YouTube. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on Claro Musica, iTunes, KKBox, Napster, Pandora, Tidal, Spotify, and TikTok.
Jeez. Holy crap. They were really like trying to find everything they can put that on, didn't they?
That is. I'm not seeing in level where it says everything they're on, but I at least know that it's on Spotify and Apple. I don't know if those are the only places they put it on. But DistroKid has a billion things. And I paid, let's see, in the upgrade tab, I'm on the musician, the one artist or band name musician thing, which is $20 a year. The thing with this one is I don't have daily sales stats or anything like that, like I do with Level, so I can't really see a breakdown unless I pay $35 a month, or a year, sorry. And this is also relatively cheap for a whole year.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap for a whole year.
Like, right now at this point, I'm just trying to get music onto stuff. I'm about to push a bunch of stuff out this weekend, hopefully. And like, I don't really need to see those stats yet. I just have my bank account hooked up to it, and whatever comes in, comes in. So that's cool. So then it's like a $15 bump up to get to see all that daily stuff. Luckily for us, Level was free.
Yeah.
Can't really speak on what it costs to get stuff in there. But the thing with that is I can see my Spotify streams, my Apple streams, all right there in a big, beautiful graph. With DistroKid, I can't unless I pay a little bit more. Well, that's all I had. I think this is a really good place, bookmark place. Just going to keep saying bookmark, that we can look back on. In our career, I really like the idea of doing things like this because that brings our audience and us into like almost like a picture in video form. So it's a billion pictures happening in
almost like
in
a virtual
minutes.
time capsule.
Oh man, yeah, exactly.
Except it's not a capsule and we can look at it any time. Besides that, it's a virtual time capsule.
Yeah. Exactly. I really like the idea of like the story of being a producer, and I think this is a really good chapter marker. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you for showing up and hanging out. If you have any experience with labels or anything, please drop comments down below. You can always hit us up on Twitter. Our stuff is down below as well. Or go check us out on Spotify, and let's keep this conversation going. In a few months, we'll look back on this episode, and we'll obviously have a lot more to talk about in releasing music and our experience from then.
And maybe by then, I will have this song done.
Guys, if he doesn't have this song done in 4 months, I'm canceling the podcast. Sorry.
Oh, God.
It's happening.
So this podcast is going to end in 4 months?
If you don't finish that damn song, this podcast is ending in 4 months.
Oh, my God.
Well, actually, I'll continue the podcast, and it'll just be me.
Oh, geez. You're just going to kill me off. That's going to be like a major story arc there gone.
Hey, here we go. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button, the bell icon, and leave a comment and a like, and come chat with us. Please, let's get conversations going. And yeah, see you all next time. Bye.